I finally achieved it. After 34 hours of grinding, I reached a run that I can truly be proud of. But before we get into the final result, let me take you back through the struggles, the frustration and everything it took to learn this track and get the movement just right. Not perfectly, but somewhat good. This wasn't easy, but it was worth it. So let's kick things off by taking a look at the current world record, and I'll walk you through what this player is doing, at least the way I've come to understand it. Alright, let me explain this first section. In this first lap, the goal is to collect the coins on the right side of the track as efficiently as possible. That's why you'll see him barely clip the edge of the railing, just enough to grab the final coin. And now here comes the first major trick. He jumps from the first railing to the next one, adjusting his alignment mid-air. But to even make that jump possible, he has to hit max drift boost and release it right before hopping onto the first railing. Then just before the railing ends, he pulls off a trick to the right, then shifts his angle in mid-air to the left to land on the second railing. That second railing auto aligns him straightforward and sets him up for what I personally think is the most difficult move on this entire track. Alright, so where was the most difficult trick I mentioned earlier? Was it this one? Or maybe this one? No, it was this one right here. Why, you ask? Well, try it yourself and you will see, but let me explain this section from the start. After lining himself up for the glider section, he begins doing tricks downwards, slightly to the left to get into position. Just before touching the ground, he pulls up again and then does a left side trick onto the wall. Coming off the wall, he instantly performs a second trick again to the left, which perfectly sets him up for the upcoming vine. Before hitting the ground, he pulls off a normal trick jump from the leaf to get closer to the vine while maintaining his speed. He also does one trick downward to reach the ground faster. He then climbs the leaf and does another trick off it to keep his momentum going. The key here is to preserve the speed from the earlier trick. Coming off the vine, he performs two quick tricks to the left for better alignment. And it's crucial to start these tricks while already in the air, right after leaving the vine. Otherwise we will end up higher and with a terrible angle. Finally he lands on the leaf, immediately does two tricks off it and lands directly into a drifting position for the next section. So, with the drift fully charged, he uses the first mushroom right at the entrance to the shortcut. He releases it for a clean boost, then immediately tricks off the first route. But crucially, he does it on the right side. That little adjustment means he spends less time in the air and keeps more speed. Next, he pulls off a second trick of the last route using the boost to climb up the first vine. He maintains momentum with a forward trick, then quickly jumps onto the next vine, just before grabbing the coin, aligning himself mid-air once again. And finally the last vine, he picks up the final two coins, then tricks off to the right, adjusting his angle once more to cleanly finish off the first lap. Alright, so the second lap actually starts off a bit differently. And there's a key reason for that. He's already collected the first 3 coins on the right side during lap 1. Because of that, he takes the inner line this time, which is slightly faster. Then instead of riding the full first railing like before, he only uses the last part of it. Just enough to jump cleanly to the second one, all while maintaining his drift boost speed. Now for the rest of lap 2 and all of lap 3, it's more of the same, ladies and gentlemen. He nails every single trick every lap without a single mistake. Sounds easy, right? Well, if you really think that, then tell me this, why did it take me 34 hours to put together just one clean, well, it's not clean, but one good run that I'm actually proud of? Kinda. And don't you dare say skill issue. Well, okay, maybe it was a little bit of a skill issue, I'ma be honest. As of the day I'm editing this video, the world record stands at 1 minute 59 seconds and 118 milliseconds. If you do the math, that puts me exactly 2.609 seconds behind. Ladies and gentlemen, after 34 hours of grinding, I'm proud to say I achieved a time of 2 minutes, 1 second and 727 milliseconds. And honestly, I'll gladly take that. Now let's dive into my run and stick around till the end, because I'll be showing a side-by-side comparison with the world record to see how close I really got. Yeah, so it's not exactly the perfect start, but hey, that's to be expected when you're not going for the world record. As you can see, I missed the railing here because I drifted in a bit too far, which also caused me to miss the third coin. But honestly, I wasn't chasing perfection. I knew I wasn't going for the world record, so I took the hit and kept it moving. I know this looked pretty smooth right now, and it was, but let me tell you all something, this happened really rarely. I was actually surprised I got the orange drift boost here. I started drifting kinda late, but hey, I'm not complaining, glad it happened. So by the end of the first lap I was 0.618 seconds behind the world record, not my fastest first lap ever. My best is somewhere in the 0.4 something range. But honestly, anything under 1 second gap in lap 1, I'll take it. Almost messed this one up right here. Here's my live reaction to it. One more trick, too much. Someone saved it. Holy shit. I didn't get it, but be good. Yeah, while this might look easy, it's really not. I couldn't hit the second trick here for better alignment, so I just went with one and made it work. Yep, went a little too far here, which led to a wider angle and ended up touching this root. Definitely not optimal. At the end of lap 2 I was 1.52 seconds behind, still totally acceptable for me. Well, sadly I missed the trick here and lost a bit of time because of it. But since I didn't fall off the leaf, I decided to just keep going. Now I know the world record does 2 tricks here and... who cares? Now hold on, I know we're almost there, but just one quick thing. I know it didn't go like that, that's because I was scared. 2.1. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the time I was able to achieve after 34 hours on this one single track. As promised, here's a side-by-side comparison with the world record for those interested. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, consider subscribing, it would mean a lot, and with that, I'll see you in the next one.